we have newly crowned Miss Universe Pakistan with us, Noor Xarmina. And congratulations, Noor. And how are you?
Thank you. I'm well, thank you. I'm excited to have a chat with you.
Okay. And then you have crowned Miss Universe, newly crowned Miss Universe to 2024. So, what are your hopes in the final competition for the final?
My main hope is to win the crown for the country. I think it would be amazing to be able to represent our culture, our heritage, the hundreds of millions of people that make up what Pakistan is. So my hope is to inspire women, men, young people in Pakistan to rise up to interesting opportunities and to win the crown.
So, what were the inspiration for you to participate in this contest?
You know, I had heard of Erica Robin. I was in London at the time, and my friends told me about this courageous woman who went out there and represented Pakistan for the first time. So I had already known about the story, and I remember feeling very excited that, wow, this girl is putting us on the map. So I already knew about the story, and then when I met Erica in person, she encouraged me to apply, and I was inspired because I think that any opportunity to put Pakistan on an international limelight is just a no-brainer. I would do it. I want to be involved in work that improves Pakistan's image. I think there's so much room for improvement to improve our own image that I jumped on the opportunity.
So, how much you were confident and sure that you would be selected in the top 10, 20, then 10, then the
Confident? That's a good question. I'm quite self-critical, so I tend to just think of the worst case scenario and not get excited too quickly. So I was hoping that they'd select me, but you know, the competition was intense. The other women that they selected are very impressive. So I'm really grateful that they saw something in me and I was given the opportunity. But I had my doubts at times, but I worked very hard for it. So I'm glad it paid off.
So, share the feelings when you were crowned Miss Universe Pakistan. What were the feeling? What were the excitement, the thrill?
You know, people often imagine that a person who receives such an exciting news would just be excited, overjoyed, exhilarated. I weirdly just became very numb. I think I went into shock, which is not what we expect, but I somehow disconnected from reality. It's still kind of happening right now. I can't really believe any of this is real, but with time, it's hitting me, and I'm really excited. I'm really grateful and really excited.
So now it's the first step you have achieved. Now you have to go to Mexico for the final round.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So what are you nervous, thrilled, or excited? What are you feeling?
It's a combination of everything you described. I'm very nervous. There's 50,000 people that watch you live in Mexico. There's millions of people that watch you, digitally. I've never performed in front of such a huge audience, and I understand the weight of the responsibility I'm carrying because this is the second time we've ever entered the competition. So I know everyone will be watching and having high hopes because Erica set the bar very, very high, making it to semifinals. So I'm nervous, but I also really love a challenge. And from what she has described, the training that Josh Yugan's team provides, primarily in the Philippines, is really intense. And I love being challenged and disciplined, and receiving mentorship and training. So I'm nervous, I'm excited, and I'm very determined and focused, laser focused until November.
So when you are going to start your training for this?
I think very soon. I think it could be within the next few days to a few weeks, but yeah, I will be training very, very soon. We have no time to waste.
So you are modeling. You do modeling and acting besides this?
Well, I moved to Pakistan to become an actor, and kind of the strategy I had with my manager is to build a portfolio to model, because that's a good way of networking. It's a good way for people to start recognizing your face. So for the last few months, I have been modeling, but I've been doing auditions. I am trying to find the right role in a TV show or film, something like that. That's the goal.
So we wish, and if you want the title of Miss Universe, so what are your plans? How would you achieve, and how would you take benefit for the entire country from this title?
I think I would use the opportunity to do a few things. I think I would try to, speak out to people locally in Pakistan about, different opportunities that they can take part of, inspire people to participate in these types of pageants or even other types of fields. I'm fortunate enough to have had quite diverse professional experiences. I've gone to universities abroad. I've worked abroad. There's a lot of knowledge and experience I would love to share with our youth. We have a youth bulge. I think we have the youngest population of people in the world. So there's a lot of opportunity to put them to the right work. So I kind of want to encourage people to find good work opportunities. I also want to find social causes that improves women's safety across a variety of different kinds of outreach programs, working with NGOs. There's just so much scope to do things. And I'm sure that as I meet other contestants, Miss Universe, Nicaragua, South Africa, there's so many countries. I'm hoping that by speaking to these women, I can learn about issues that are facing their countries, because Miss Universe needs to not just be Miss Universe for her country, she is the woman for all women. So I'm going to be very open to understanding and learning other social causes and pick the ones that, I have the most impact in.
Okay. Women in Pakistan face many challenges in their professional life. So did you face any, and especially and most importantly, when you were applying for this title?
So to answer the first question, if women face challenges in their professional lives, do you mean in Pakistan?
Especially
or in generally?
in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Generally, but especially in Pakistan, because you are representing Pakistan in
Yes,
this,
of course.
At the moment. Yeah.
Surprisingly, I think I faced more challenges working abroad, just because of the sector I was in. I worked in venture capital, and there's not that many women that work in that space, and it's hard to build credibility and have people take you seriously sometimes. That's something I faced when I worked in tech. But surprisingly, in Pakistan, when I started working as a model, I have had a very, touch wood, very, very lucky experience. I haven't had that many issues. Everyone treats you with respect. I also think as a model, it's mainly women who are modeling. There's not that many male models. So the power shift is kind of not what you would expect. But of course, I think that, there's not that much female participation in the economy. I think it's like, 20% of women work, don't quote me on this, but I know it's proportionately smaller. Mainly our men are out at work, because there's also a cultural context of, women not wanting to be out of the house and seen and, exposed in that way. So I think there are deeper rooted issues that prevent women from even going to work. So it's like a grassroots issue. So I think those issues need to be addressed first to even get women out of the house and feeling safe and comfortable enough to pursue professional careers. So I think it's a much larger, deeper problem, which will take, time to develop.
Okay. Do you think the competition, the pageants of like Miss Universe and Miss World are changing the stereotypical beauty standard of women? Do you think are they playing some part in it, in changing that stereotype image of women?
Well, I think yes. I think especially with Miss Universe, the fact that this year there are no age restrictions. There actually are no real restrictions. I think you have to be above maybe 18. You have to be of legal age, which I love, because I think there is this stereotype that pageantry is for women who look. There's one look for them. There's one age. They're unmarried. They're not mothers. Now you can be a mother. You can be married, and it's just really exciting for me, because I'm sure all women can relate to this. We are constantly judged by how beautiful or not beautiful we are.
And the physical beauty.
Physical beauty. Yeah. And there's a lot of pressure on women, not men, to be beautiful. And I think, that the fact that pageantry, which is associated to beauty, now means you don't have to be young. You don't have to be unmarried. You can be such a unique, interesting woman. I think it encourages healthier beauty standards, so that a lot of women might feel that, I've had a child, and that now I'm not as attractive in society. That is changing. And I think with time, we'll see more interesting types of candidates be represented. And not all women are 20 years old with, a perfect height. There are all kinds of women, and beauty is a very subjective concept. So I'm sure more women will tune into pageants if they see themselves represented in the contestants.
Okay. In the end, what message you want to give to your audiences, the Pakistani women?
So many things. If I had to distill it, I would say never give up, and fight for your dreams, and believe in yourself, even if everyone around you is telling you otherwise, because anything is possible if you have a vision. So find the courage, surround yourself with, support systems that give you confidence and courage to go out there and achieve what you want to achieve, because I think making an impact and through the work we make is what builds legacy. And Pakistan needs more women to be leaders and set examples for other women. And that's how you create a cycle of progress and development. So it's a very chunky, long message, but that's the essence of it.
Thank you so much and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.